Okay, carding for NPL to get your US Club player cards and staff cards and rosters. You'll see an email entitled US Club Carded Teams, blah, blah, blah. Click on that email, open it up. You're going to go down to the shared Google folder links. This will open up a Google Drive, and you should see all the different teams. You're going to find your team. Open that up, open up the sheet inside that team. Here are the directions. The first tab, or some people refer to them as sheet down here, is the instructions. So this is all the instructions that you can follow, or you can follow along with this video, whichever you prefer. First thing you're going to do is you're going to get your 1920 rosters. I brought these over from Sports Engine. So this should reflect, and of course there's no names, it's all hidden here, but this should reflect the last name, first name, date of birth, the team, the gender, and then their role, either player or staff. Remember, coaches and managers are both considered staff in Sports Engine. There is no distinction on in this portion. So players, you're going to either make them, it will say select when you see it. Okay, so it'll say select for all of them. Players or staff will say select. Then you're going to go from player and change it to rostered or remove. So they're either playing on the NPL team this year or they're not. And then for staff, you can either tell me whether they have removed them from the roster, no longer a staff member. You can tell me they need a new card, or you can tell me their card is valid. So you'll give me one of those pieces of information. So that's for anyone that you see on, and you'll see names populated here and date of birth populated here. If you have a player that is going to play on your NPL team that was carded last year as a US Club carded, so they either played, most players will have played at least Summit Legends, or because they were all carded US Club, or they were NPL last year, so they have to have a US Club card to do this one. You're going to click on this tab. You're going to fill out all the fields here. I do need them all to be able to make their profile or to move their profile. So you'll put in the last name, first name, last name. I did want to note that the top row is gray and there are little black triangles in the corner. Those give you directions. So if you click there, you can see the drop down. For date of birth, it has to be year, year, month, month, day, day. But if you type it in like this, it'll flip it right over to the way I need it. So you can just type it in like you normally would. You're going to select a gender, give me the zip code, and you're going to tell me if they're a player or a staff. It'll start as select. So it'll look like this to start, select, and you'll either pick player or staff. And then the player you can pick rostered. For staff, you will tell me whether they have a valid card or need a card. And remember, when I say card here, I mean US Club card, not a KPSL card. They are two different kinds of carding. Now, if they are not carded US Club, or you're not sure, then you will use this third sheet or tab down here that says New to Legends US Club. I need all of these fields completed in order to establish their profile and build their and get their player card. So last name, first name, you'll select team role like before. So player or staff. Player, you're going to tell me if it's rostered or not, and staff, you'll tell me if they have a valid card or need a new card. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to select in the team role either player. If you select player, you're just going to flip it over to rostered. For staff, you need to tell me whether they have a valid card or they need a new card. Put their date of birth in. Again, the date of birth should flip over once you put it in as year, year, month, month, day, day. You're going to tell me their gender, phone number, address, city, what state they're in, their zip code, and that will complete that. So that's the first part of what you're going to do, just to build the player cards and rosters. And then the last couple things you need to do are down here. Once you get all of this done, you're going to leave your binder on Carol Stovall's desk. What needs to be in that binder is the reconciliation form for US Club. So most of you are KPSL, so you'll have two different reconciliation forms to fill out. We need the US Club reconciliation form completed. You need your medical release forms alphabetized, and your birth certificates alphabetized in that notebook. And then once you get that done, you're going to upload photos into the Google Drive, or you can email me photos. You're going to do a headshot. Remember, the headshot should be only the player from the shoulders up with the player looking at the camera. No sunglasses on. Of course, regular eyeglasses are fine. Kind of think of your driver's license or state ID as an example. Your headshots, pardon me, should have the file name as the team name, dash last name, dash first name. And then the requirements, maximum file size is here on line C. So please either email me those headshots, or you can put them in the folder. If you want to use last year's headshots, that is fine. It's up to you. Hope this helps. Thank you.